which is down in the gadget stand area. In fact, gadget stand is probably the best flight path. Oh, it is. Alright, so off we go to gadget stand. Time to share where I'm going. I don't need to do that. I'll just hit tweet. There we go. Did you get your instance completed? Very good. That's an instance I haven't even been in yet. I think I'll take Pyrosi in there. She's my level 100 mage, and she has done... Oh boy, what has she done? Let's pop this open and go home and change this back to world. She's done the Shadow Moon Burial Grounds and she's done Skyreach. 2 out of 8 ain't much, actually. I ain't even done the newer version of Upper Blackrock Spire, for crying out loud. And I've done no raids whatsoever. Those are the overworld bosses. I have killed Supreme Lord Kazak a few times now. Great way to make money nowadays, folks, is you kill Supreme Lord Kazak once a week. He gives you a buttload of Fellblight. You take that Fellblight, sell it in the auction house, bang, 6 grand. You do that once a week on each character you have at level 100 with a level 3 garrison. And you're, I mean, like right now I've got 5 level 100s, but 2 of them do not have garrisons. So I'm doing 3 characters killing Kazak a week. I've been getting minimums of 10 Fellblight each, which goes between, well, it can go anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 gold depending on how much is in the auction house at the time. So let's take the low end. That means from those 3 I'm bringing in 9 grand a week, and the token cost is only about 25 grand. So after 3 weeks, I've got enough to buy the next month's token. That's right, free game time, people. And I do have 2 characters, this one and my secondary warrior, Weisenheimer, who used to be my main Gutrend, who doesn't have a level 3 garrison yet. So as soon as I get them their level 3 garrisons, that'll be 5 characters I'm getting Fellblight from with the kills of Kazak. Plus I have the ability to level up 6 more characters to 100. With a full stable of 11 characters on one faction on one server, I can net approximately 33,000 gold a week.
Yeah.
That's how you go farm gold now, folks. Alright. Now, I am shifting around on my creaky new chair to allow my lower back some freedom. And now I'm going to get myself partly reclined again and get myself ready to go into the next instance. Alright. Let's mount up. There we go. Now ZF is unique in that it's, well, it's not unique, but it's one of the early instances that you're allowed to actually travel inside it while mounted. It's not the only instance you can do that with, but is one of the instances you can do that with. So we're going to fly over here, get ourselves prepped to go in. Go. And that should be enough to allow the wife to do a proper edit for the purposes of getting ready to go into this instance. Okay, so here we are in Tanaris. Here we are, you can see me right up here. Just getting ready to go into the instance entrance. Now, one word about one of the quests in this instance. There used to be a real challenging boss in here called Gazrilla. He was meant to be a joke on Godzilla, and he was supposed to give you a special item when you killed him in order to complete a long quest chain that actually started in the Thousand Needles. And the quest chain got nerfed. In order to get this character to come about, you had to go to the Thousand Needles, which is just up here, at the Fizzle and Posix Raceway, or Speedway, I think it was called. And you had to get a quest from there, and you had to go and you had to complete some stuff for Camp Mohaji in Faralas. And if I'm not mistaken, you also had to go up to Dessalas and do the Gelkis versus the Magum quest lines, and you had to get, if I'm not mistaken, you had to get part of a hammer there, and then you went down to Faralas and you got another part of the hammer there, and then you came back to then you went back to the Speedway and they made it into a hammer, and then you brought it here and you go inside the instance and you bang a big ass gong and summon Gazrilla to come up out of the depths of the pool that's there, and you beat him down, and you got, oh, I can't remember what you got for that. I can't remember whether it was a mount or a toy or what it was, but it was worth it, and it was, at the very least, it was a buttload of experience and an item. I just can't remember what the buttload of experience and item reward was. Okay, guys, you can't just all hang on me. Here, I'll recline more to get you guys more comfortable. So there was a lot to do just to get into this instance and prepared to do that particular quest. Now, the quest is inside the instance, and it's a laugh. This is an example of one of the worst examples of nerfing in the entire game. Here we are inside the instance entrance. As you can see, it's not exactly the smallest instance. It's a lot of bosses. There's 7 of them. And here we have killed. Oh, click on these things, would you, stupid mouse? Kill the chief and kill these other 3 people. And you go over here.
Time is money, friend.
The Tiara of the Deep. That was one of the things you had to get along with the mallet to summon Gazrilla. And the scale might have become a shield. Maybe that's what it was. I knew it was important to do on my warrior. Now, all you have to do is walk to the damn pool, bang the gong without any item on you, and you're done. He comes up, you kill him, it's easy.
Hurry back!
Talk about a major letdown, folks. This instance is one of the most... it's great that you can ride in here. You can't fly, but you can ride. That's what my dragon does. Hold jump when he's unable to. Yeah. So So you have a total of actually 8 bosses. You can see 7 of them there, but number 3 there, that's summoning out Gazrilla, so that's the 8th boss. Plus there's, I think there might be a hidden rare down here as well. Might be down here too, but I know there's a hidden rare down here as well sometimes. Either way, it's quite disappointing. Now before Uldum was created, this was as close as we got to anything Egyptian in the entire game. The temple and all the drawings, the semi-hieroglyphics and things of this instance. Also, there used to be buttloads more of these scarabs. It used to be a matter of you never wanted to use AoEs in here, because if you did and you accidentally got a hold of one scarab, just one, you'd be swarmed by like 10 to 15 of them. That doesn't sound like much, but it was not a pleasant thing. These tablets also used to have to be scanned by you to take etchings in order to complete one of the quests in here, but as you can see, that quest is also gone. This instance by far is one of the worst or best examples of the worst things that Blizzard has done to the game overall. It's a damn shame, is what I'm saying. This area over here is where one of the rare bosses would sometimes appear, but doesn't seem to be there this time around, so we're not going to worry about looking for them. There's lots of different side paths that don't really take you anywhere anymore. At least not anywhere for anything good. See the scarabs here, this amount? This is kind of like what happened in the original entrance. Now, this room actually has less of these as well. There used to be a heck of a lot more of those there. It used to be almost impossible to move in that section. But I digress. He obviously pulls in the basilisks in the area and causes a whole bunch of shit. But what with me being able to one hit him, I figured I'd just take him out and continue on. This is not the worst example of what Blizzard has done, it's just a good example, a very good example. The worst example, oh, the tablets, some of the tablets are sleepable. That's interesting. But I'm not doing anything with it, you know. You see that? I touched it, but nothing actually came of it. I didn't get an etching off it or anything. Hello, Sneezy. So, the worst examples of Blizzard nerfing the game, or nerfing instances rather, for the ease of use, is still forthcoming. There used to be a tablet or two in that way you'd have to go in, and there was also a section you had to unearth buried bodies in order to find something, and this would be where that happened, the shallow graves. And the fight with this witch doctor up here used to be a big deal too, but now it's just a straight fight. See, he'd pull zombies up out of all the graves there. The flasks of mojo used to be used to make a big voodoo robe for mages, which was a big item back in the day as well. This is a really good instance to discuss just how much has been taken out of the game. I mean, this is all one instance I'm talking about. This isn't multiple instances right now. I'm discussing one freaking instance, and they've just taken so much away from the game. And I don't think they even realize how much people miss the original instances. It wasn't just the fact that it was a sense of accomplishment to complete one of these instances. This instance was always level 40 or so. It was in the 40s. They haven't really changed the instance level. It wasn't a top end instance, but it was in that area. It's just a damn shame the way they've done things. They've even changed how this part used to go. This used to be an epic part of this instance. It was always safe to last because it was so close to being complete. The final section of the instance is up there, up the center where the snake statue really is, right up here. Okay, and this used to be a big deal. Now it's not so much. I can't remember exactly how much it's been nerfed. We're going to find that out in just a second. Okay, so you come up here and you let people out, okay? These 5 people are supposed to stand up at the top of this stairway, and your goal was to protect their butts. Keep them alive. Make sure nothing happens to them. Ever at all. Okay? Now let's see if this is anywhere near what happens now. See, they used to come up here not one at a time like this. There used to be waves at once. Waves. Look what I just did. I just took out like 3/4 of them in one shot. Okay, admittedly that's because of my ability, but I mean they're not exactly running up here now, are they? You're seeing them come one at a time, 2 at a time. They used to come in groups of like 5 or 6. And you have to fight them all down, and then you get the next group of 5 or 6, and you have to fight them all down, the next group, the next group. Kept going like that.
What can I do for you?
Oh good, somebody else came up. Isn't that nice? Well, let's go down and finish these sides off. Ah, see? Now we're talking. This is more like it. Of course, you had to fight these up on the top of the hill, because that's the way it's meant to be done. Well, let's see if this part is still in the game.
Something. Be careful.
That makes it less about them and more about... Oh, he's going to open the gate. Anyway. That was very much a Han shot first type of situation there. Usually, what actually happens is they come down, they turned on you, not the other way around. It made it seem more like we turned on them, which isn't how it used to be. That guy, of course, opened up the entrance to the final area. This is where the final bosses of this instance are hidden. This is every time when I walk in and just move them. Back in the day, you had to kill these guys on the side because they'd aggro into the actual fight. They're not even trying to now. And yes, some of this is because I'm level 100 and able to do this, but the mechanics of the instance are not the way they used to be. And the mechanics of this particular quest is nothing like it used to be at all. In the fact that I'll be able to go over here, kill one person, then bang a gong, and then summon Gizrael. Hadn't even left the damn instance. This is what I mean about it used to be hard back in the day. It used to have to have challenge. You used to have to frickin' walk half the length of the barrens, not just teleport yourself or mount up a quick flight path. It was, you know, challenging. Well, let's ring the gong and summon Gaz. At least he looks the same.
I've got the target.
Electrified scale is the whole reason we did that. There you go. See? Pretty quick. Considering I'm level 100, it's pretty quick. In comparison, the amount of time it takes to do this instance versus what it used to take, given all the stuff you had to do in order to get prepped, it was kind of like attunement. In order to get this quest done, you kind of had to be attuned to getting Gazrilla killed the right way. Not doing that would have been a waste of time coming into the instance. Now, because it doesn't really matter, you all you have to do is walk in and get it done, a good group of 5 people can probably do it almost the same speed I just did it. And considering this is a pretty iconic instance back in the day, that's kind of depressing. That's just how I look at it, though. I could be wrong, the whole thing could be a terrible tragedy in another form for mine. We'll turn in our quests up here.
Time is money, friend! Glad I could help! Yo!
Geez, you don't even get the ability to get the shield that it used to drop. Wow.
Be good!
I think they at least do that much, but nope. That staff will definitely be the winner. Dungeon complete, folks. And that takes care of